Welcome to Zircon headquarters in California. Today let's talk about the Zircon StudSensor E50, a stud finder that quickly and easily locates the edges of wood and metal studs and joists behind walls, floors, and ceilings. Zircon scanners require adequate voltage to power the integrated technology and display screen. Just like most of your electronic devices, the StudSensor E50 requires a fully charged battery to function accurately. So before scanning, you'll need to install a new 9-volt alkaline battery with an extended expiration date. The StudSensor E50 features two scanning modes. Stud Scan mode locates the edges of wood or metal studs through one layer of drywall up to 3/4 of an inch deep. Use Deep Scan mode to scan through thicker walls up to 1.5 inches deep. Some people wonder if they should use Stud Scan mode or Deep Scan mode. Always use Stud Scan mode first. Stud Scan is used for normal walls that have one layer. You only need Deep Scan mode on thicker walls like a firewall with 2 layers. If you use Deep Scan mode and you don't need it, the unit could indicate other objects behind the wall that are not studs. So start in Stud Scan mode, and if you don't find anything, then switch to Deep Scan mode. The patented pivot pinch grip design allows you to hold the tool comfortably in either hand at any angle. To find a stud, place your StudSensor E50 against the wall, press and hold the button. The word ready on the screen indicates the tool is calibrated and ready to scan. Slowly slide the tool across the wall. The display, spotlight, and audio tone indicate one edge of the stud. Mark that edge. Now we don't want to put a screw there because that's only one edge of the stud. We need to continue scanning past the stud while holding the button in reverse directions and mark the other edge. The center of the stud is halfway between the two marks. If you happen to start scanning over a stud and move away, the tool's display will flash and the unit will beep to indicate a calibration error. Simply move the tool a few inches away to either side and turn it on again. The StudSensor E50 also has an important feature called wire warning detection that alerts you to the presence of a potentially live AC wire in the vicinity of your scan up to 2 inches deep. This feature is active in all modes. With these features, the E50 will help you conquer even your most difficult projects with the professional confidence that comes from owning a Zircon. Welcome to Zircon headquarters in sunny California. You know, the success of your project depends on using the right tools and techniques to find studs but avoid hidden hazards like plumbing and live electrical wires. Let me introduce you to the Zircon MultiScanner 740 center finding wall scanner. There are 4 scanning modes plus wire warning detection, and it features a unique floating head design to help make scanning for studs easier. Just like any of your personal electronic devices, the MultiScanner 740 is loaded with technology that requires a fully charged battery. Make sure you're using a new 9-volt battery with an extended expiration date. You probably noticed that this product looks different from the other multi-scanners that are one-piece designs, and this has the floating head design. And the reason that makes it easier for finding studs is that you don't have to think about putting it up against the wall and then pressing the button and holding the button. With this one, as soon as we press it against the wall, it turns it on. And as we slide, it's going to show us actually 7 stages of stud finding. So there it's showing us we're getting close to the edge. There's the edge, past the edge. There's the center, and I'm going to use the marking system here, and I'm going to mark that center, past the center, the next edge, past the edge, and then done. Now, sometimes when using the MultiScanner 740, you may need to switch into high sensitivity mode, which is a deeper scanning mode, and that would be true of a wall like this, which is 2 pieces of drywall, which is a firewall. So to get into the high sensitivity mode, we're going to go ahead and press it in twice. And now the word stud blinking on the screen indicates that we are in high sensitivity mode. Slide it along. And the 4 center bars indicates the center of the stud. You'll notice in this mode we do not get the spotlight, and we only have 1 signal strength bar if this is a really deep target. Also, if you happen to start right over a stud and move away, this has auto-correcting technology. You see that arrow? It's telling me to go back. It recalibrated on the fly and goes back and finds the stud. Additionally, wire warning detection lets me know there are live unshielded wires when scanning. The metal scan mode can also help you determine if you have wood studs or metal studs. So I've got the unit now in metal scan mode. Turn it on. And on a wood stud, we're only going to find metal where there's screws. And that helps you verify that you found a wood stud with drywall screws in it. But on a metal stud, it gives us a big metal reading, the whole vertical width of the stud. So we know that's a metal stud. MultiScanner 740 also has its own dedicated AC scan mode. In this mode, the LCD display screen indicates when the tool is moving closer to or away from the source of the voltage. This will also help you identify and avoid where wires track through the walls. All these features are built into the MultiScanner 740 to help you efficiently maneuver through even your most difficult projects with the professional confidence that comes from owning a Zircon.
Bosch Measuring Tools is the worldwide leader in laser measuring and leveling technology, increasing productivity on the job site every day. This is the Bosch GMS 120 wall scanner that is used for interior detection of wood, metal, and electrical wires in floors and walls. The GMS 120 is a single tool that can detect and locate wood studs, metal objects, and electrical wiring in any wall or floor at up to 4 3/4 inch deep, depending on wall material type. To ensure worry-free accuracy, the GMS 120 self-calibrates once the tool begins detection and continuously self-calibrates during detection. The GMS 120 provides easy-to-view and understandable information. The large illumination ring changes color to green for no object found, orange for object near, red for object found within sensor range. The tool pinpoints the center of the object and has a convenient marking hole for leaving reference marks. The easy-to-view LED screen shows more detailed information, such as mode of operation, strength of signal, and type of material found. The GMS 120 comes with a belt pouch and battery. Experience the productivity of the GMS 120 wall scanner on your project.
Welcome to Zircon headquarters here in California. Today, let's talk about the Zircon MultiScanner i520 one-step, a multi-function stud finder with center vision technology that finds the edges and center of studs in one step. Zircon scanners require adequate voltage to power the LCD screen and the sensing technology inside the tool. Like most of your electronic devices, the MultiScanner i520 requires a fully charged battery to function accurately. So before scanning, you'll need to install a new 9-volt alkaline battery with an extended expiration date. To locate the edges and center of wood or metal studs through a typical wall, which is one layer of drywall up to 3/4 inch deep, use stud scan mode. Switch to deep scan mode to scan through thicker walls up to 1.5 inches deep. Push and hold the power button. Wait for calibration to complete. The word stud on the screen indicates that the calibration is complete, and now we'll slowly slide the tool across the wall. Here's one edge. I'm going to go ahead and mark that edge. Center, mark the center. And then mark the next edge. Now notice that we have 3 signal strength bars. And the signal strength bars are important because if all of your studs are indicating 3 signal strength bars, and then you come across an object with a weaker signal, that tells you it's probably not a stud. So it helps you differentiate between studs and other objects like plumbing that could be behind your wall as well. Now if you don't find anything when you scan in stud scan mode, then switch to deep scan mode for thicker walls. And when you're scanning in deep scan mode, you'll probably only get 1 signal strength bar. The i520 also has auto-correcting technology, so if you happen to start directly over a stud and then move away, the tool will automatically recalibrate and point an arrow back to the stud. Wire warning detection lets me know there are live, unshielded wires when scanning. Now after you've used stud scan mode to locate the edges in the center of your stud, it's a really good idea to switch into metal scan mode and run vertically up and down the stud. Now if it's a wood stud, we're going to find the drywall screws, and that way we know it's a wood stud. Now with a metal stud, again you're going to use stud scan mode to find the edges and the center. Then when you switch into metal scan mode, you're going to get a really solid reading all the way up and down, and that way we know we found a metal stud. If you have some conduit back in the wall, that would also give you a solid reading. So make sure that your metal studs, make sure you have the proper 16-inch spacing that you would expect. The Zircon MultiScanner i520 also has its own dedicated AC scan mode. In this mode, the LCD display screen indicates when the tool is moving closer to or away from the source of the voltage. This will help you identify where live wires track through the walls. With all of these features, the i520 will help you conquer even your most difficult projects with the professional confidence that comes from owning a Zircon.
Finding the center of studs has never been easier with the Zircon StudSensor A150 electronic stud finder. The A150 is designed with a sleek, new, ergonomic grip designed to fit comfortably in any size hand at any angle. The A150 features a bright backlit display for hard-to-see places and a low battery indicator. The A150 has two scan modes. Stud scan mode finds the center of studs up to 3/4 of an inch deep, and deep scan mode finds the center of studs up to 1.5 inches deep. Wire warning detection also alerts you to the presence of live AC wiring. Just slide the tool across the wall. The display indicates when you're approaching and locate a stud edge. The spotlight pointer shines and an audio tone sounds when you've found the stud center. Use the A150 to securely fasten pictures, mirrors, shelves, and cabinets. Buy your Zircon StudSensor A150 today. Finding studs in metal is easy with the Zircon MultiScanner A200 electronic wall scanner. The A200 is designed with a sleek new ergonomic grip designed to fit comfortably in any size hand at any angle. It has 3 modes. Stud scan to find the center of studs up to 3/4 of an inch deep, deep scan to find the center of studs up to 1.5 inches deep, and metal scan to find metal up to 3 inches deep. It also features a backlit display for hard-to-see places, a low battery indicator, and wire warning detection to alert you to the presence of live AC in all scanning modes. To find studs, select Stud Scan mode. The display indicates when you're approaching and locate a stud edge. The spotlight pointer shines and an audio tone sounds when you found the stud center. To find metal, select Metal Scan. The display ramps up when you near metal, and the spotlight pointer shines when you're near the target. Use the A200 to securely fasten shelves and cabinets and scan through tile. Buy your Zircon MultiScanner A200 today. Finding studs and joists is easy with the Zircon StudSensor A100 electronic stud finder. The A100 is designed with a sleek, new, ergonomic grip designed to fit comfortably in any size hand at any angle. The A100 has 2 scan modes. Stud scan mode to find the edges of studs up to 3/4 of an inch deep, and deep scan mode to find the edges of studs up to 1.5 inches deep. The tool also features wire warning detection, alerting you to the presence of live AC wiring. Just slide the tool across the wall. The easy-to-read display indicates when you are near a stud. The new target spotlight and spotlight pointer shine, and an audio tone sounds when you found the edge. Be sure to mark this spot. Repeat the scanning process to find the other edge of the stud. The center of the stud is midway between the edge marks. Use the A100 to securely fasten pictures, mirrors, shelves, and cabinets. Buy your Zircon StudSensor A100 today.